Today we're going to continue in our notes about circles. The first thing you need to know is the tangent line circle theorem. Tangent line circle theorem states that a line is tangent if and only if it is perpendicular to the radius. A tangent line is a line that touches the circle at one singular point. It does not touch it multiple times, it touches it one time, and it is going to create a right angle with the radius. So the radius here is QP. The tangent line is line M, and it shows us in this diagram that it does create a 90-degree angle with that radius. The second thing you need here is the external tangent congruence theorem. What does the term congruence mean? It means it's equal. If I did not tell you yesterday, I'm telling you now, we name a circle how? Yeah, the center point. So this is circle P. Circle P has two tangents. It has tangent RS and tangent TS. Those two tangents share the endpoint of S. If SR and ST are tangent segments, then they are congruent to each other. Okay, and on this diagram, it doesn't tell us whether they are or not. But if I was to say SR is 5 and they both are tangents, how much would TS be? It would also be 5. Okay. This says JL. Those are your two new little pieces of information today. This says JL, segment JL, is a radius of circle L. How much is this radius? Okay. How much is this radius? 7. Why? Because radiuses or radii are always going to be the same length. A circle, the definition of a circle is a set of points all equal distance from the center. So if from L to J is 7, from L to that point on the circle would also be 7. From L to that point on the circle would also be 7. From L to this point on the circle would be
7.
Thank you. So JL is the radius of a circle, L, circle L. JK is a tangent. Tangent lines and the radius form a what?
90 degree.
They form a 90-degree angle, which makes this whole thing a what kind of triangle?
Right.
A right triangle. Find X. X is this length. The tangent and the radius form a right triangle, which means LK is the what part of the triangle? It would be the hypotenuse. It is the opposite of that right angle. What can I use to figure out how long LK is?
Trigonometry.
I could use trigonometry, but there's actually a quicker way. Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem says what? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Does the A and B matter? No. So I'm going to say 7 squared plus 19 squared will equal whatever X squared is. 7 squared is 49. 19 squared is 356, I think. 361, Mr. Choate. Get your stuff right. 361 equals X squared. 49 and 361 added together is 410. And the square root of 410 is equal to X, which is 20.2 equals X. What is the distance between L and this point?
20.07.
7. This next question asks us, tell whether segment AB is a tangent to circle C. If it is a tangent, what will it form with the radius?
Right.
So, how long is my AC here?
20.
It is 20, right, Cadence? How long is my diameter here? 40. From the center point to A is the same distance from the center point to D. From C to D was 20, so from D all the way to A is 40. But my tangent, AB, if it is a tangent, will form a right angle with the radius. And if it forms a right angle with a radius, it forms a right angle with the diameter, which means the 60 is my what in a right triangle? It would be that hypotenuse. What can we use to find this out? Pythagorean theorem. The fun part is we know all of the numbers. 48 squared plus 40 squared, if it is a right triangle, should equal 60 squared. 48 squared plus 40 squared is 3,904. $60 squared is 3,600 squared, or 3,600. Are those the same?
No.
No, they are not. So our answer here is no. It is not perpendicular, is how we would answer that. But I don't ask you guys to explain. So no would just be my answer. This last one given to us says points B and D are points of tangency. What does that mean?
They equal
Where
each
the
other.
tangent intersects the circle.
Where the tangent intersects the circle. Point B and D are where the tangents intersect the circle. If there is a point of tangency, there must also be a blank line. Starts with a T. A tangent line. Both tangent lines AB and AD share a common endpoint, A. So what do we know about them if they are tangents?
They're equal.
They would be equal to each other. AB should equal AD. 2x plus 7, 5x minus 8. I'm going to add 8 on both sides and subtract 2x on both sides. That leaves me with 15 equals 3x. What do I do next?
Divide by 3.
Divide by 3 on both sides. And I get 5 equals x. Okay. I want you to draw one last thing in your notes. What is the distance between G and Y? G and Y is 3. And what is the distance between Y and Z? 17. Because together, that entire distance is how long? 20. What's the, we won't know because I don't want to figure it out. Your homework tonight is on the worksheet. You are doing 3 through 22, 29, and 30.